Welcome to this week's edition of Rocky's 2-Minute Warning. We are officially at the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 8's behind us, Week 9's upon us. Atlanta remains undefeated. Disarray reigns supreme in Philadelphia. The 49ers are looking strong, and maybe the Giants are the team to beat. What do you think? Are the Giants the team to beat?
I think they'll definitely win that division. It's hard to say with the Giants. You almost want to see them be a little bit weak this time of year, because last year they finished 9-7 and then rambled on and went on the road and win 3 games and win the Super Bowl. So it's hard to say with the Giants. They definitely look strong. So I'd be scared of them. I wouldn't want to be playing them in the playoffs.
They definitely limped into the playoffs last year, courtesy of our inept Cowboys. So who do you have in this week's?
I'm going to take the lowly San Diego Chargers. For Steve Totten, I'm going to give him a little kudo this week.
He's still reeling from that loss to Cleveland last week.
Has he responded to your text yet?
I haven't heard from him.
From Steve?
We have Harbor Patrol watching in case there's any jumpers.
Chiefs haven't led a game for a second this year. There's a stat for you. Chiefs can't pass the ball. The Chargers are good at stopping the run, so I don't know how they could even lose to San Diego. I got Denver over Cincinnati. Manning's never lost to the Bengals. I don't know how many times Manning played the Bengals, but he's never lost to the Bengals. Dalton can't outscore Manning. Simple as that. Arizona, Green Bay. The Cards might not score any points in this. They've just been on a free-for-all after they started 4-0. Just after the sloppy week the Green Bay had against the Jags, look for them to get it back together.
Yeah, Arizona is looking very average after starting off so strong. I've got Houston is taking on the Buffalo Bills. The Bills are still trying to figure out who they are. I mean, they are getting a really good season from their quarterback, Ryan Fitzpatrick, and C.J. Spiller, but they just don't have all the pieces. Houston seems to. They got something to prove. They appear to be the best team in the AFC. I think they could go all the way to the Super Bowl for the AFC, and Matt Schaub and Andre Johnson is just going to carry that day for them. Then we have Indianapolis over Miami. Miami is continuing to look much better than anybody predicted in the preseason. Indianapolis, everybody said, well, you got Andrew Luck, but a lot of pieces missing there. However, they're looking strong. They're figuring out ways to win without their coach. I think this one's going to come down to the fourth quarter, and Andrew Luck will beat the other rookie quarterback, Tannehill, and Indy will prevail. New Orleans, Philadelphia. I mean, Philadelphia, what a disaster there. Week to week, you got to believe that Andy Reid is just in self-preservation mode right now. He came out yesterday and said he is going to start Michael Vick, but watch for that to change quickly if Michael Vick gets in any trouble. New Orleans, they certainly aren't looking any better, but Drew Brees, he does a great job. I mean, the scandal-plagued team, they get out there and he tries to keep the focus, keeps them in games, and I mean, they've only won 2, but I think they're going to knock off Philly this week. So our game of the week is the Cleveland Browns versus the Baltimore Ravens, or the old Cleveland Browns. And who do you have?
I'm going to take Baltimore in this one. This is a divisional game, so those are usually flip a coin type games. Baltimore's on the top of the AFC North and Cleveland's on the bottom. Baltimore doesn't play overly well against Cleveland, but they're off a bye. They had a terrible week against Houston, which we did predict. Flacco generally follows up a terrible game with at least a decent game. Cleveland's averaging about 400 yards a game against them. Baltimore's mid-pack on offense, but Cleveland's near the bottom, so I think it's a squeaker, but I'm going to take Baltimore to squeak this one out.
Well, of course, last week the Browns did upset the Chargers. Brandon Weeden continues to look better and better.
Did you say upset the Chargers? Is that an upset?
You're going to upset Mr. Totten. Baltimore still reeling from the loss of Ray Lewis. And the Browns running back, Trent Richardson, is certainly building a strong case for himself to be the Rookie of the Year. I just think that the Baltimore Ravens are a team in their twilight, and that the Cleveland Browns are beginning to come into their own under this rookie quarterback and this rookie running back. So I'm going to give the edge to Cleveland. I don't think any team is going to win this by more than 3 points. So if you want to vote with me and the Cleveland Browns, go to RockySportsBar.com to our website or to our Facebook page, or you can go on Twitter. And if you want to go with the Baltimore Ravens and Jeremy, you can vote for them. Last week's game, we had Atlanta, Philadelphia, and Atlanta did prevail, which was my choice. So we're going to see who gets the gift card.
Good job, Bill. You're on a roll.
Carol Ray Hughes. So drop on by the bar and pick up your $25 gift card. So this weekend we got the Mill Rats playing on Saturday. We've got the The Sea Dogs are playing on Sunday, so come on out, drop into one of your local bars and restaurants before and after the game. That's it for this week's edition of 2 Minute Morning.